East Georgia and the Lowcountry. This is WJCL 22 Morning News. See us now.
Don't keep using us as sacrificial lambs, saying that it's safe to be in schools. It's not.
Right now on WJCL 22 Morning News, classroom return refusal. The reason teachers across an entire district say in-person learning is not safe. Remembering the lives lost exactly 1 year after the deadly Capitol insurrection. Events happening across the nation today and the latest on the investigation. New this morning, Antonio Brown opening up about this unusual stunt where he ran off the field shirtless in the middle of a game. Why he says he did it. And we're just days away from the national championship game. The Georgia Bulldogs set to take on Alabama this morning. We're highlighting Savannah native Nolan Smith and his goal in that big matchup. Good morning to you. Taking a look at downtown Beaufort, beautiful Beaufort, South Carolina on a Thursday morning just past 6 a.m. And thanks for starting your day with WJCL 22 News. Frank Sulkowski, Jonathan Myers, and I tell you what, serve up a good forecast for us.
Hey, I got a great forecast. Other than chilly this morning, Frank, it's looking pretty good. The rest of the day, you'll need your sunglasses.
Okay, well, that's good.
Yeah.
And a light jacket?
Yeah, light jacket this morning, short sleeves, maybe later this afternoon. So not too bad for early January. So starting the day off with temperatures upper 30s to around 40 at sunrise this morning, 48 at 9 o'clock. And then by lunchtime, we'll see temperatures in the low 60s. There's that high for today. Most of us close to 66. Lots of sun this morning, but late this afternoon, we will see some increasing clouds, and after 6, 7, 8 o'clock, probably becoming mostly cloudy for most of us, but not a big problem with those outdoor activities for today. All the dry conditions, plenty of clear skies as we start the day off. Storm system back off to our west associated with the front that will bring us some rain. It'll be late tonight and very early on Friday morning. We'll see some showers around it. Have that in the weather headlines. Pleasant today, showers tonight, and then get ready for some chilly weather as we wrap up the work week on Friday. I'll detail that and look ahead to the weekend in less than 10 minutes.
All right, thanks so much, Jonathan. Rolling back out to the roadways, Highway 21 at Bourne Avenue. Things getting a little bit active out there as we get going here at 6:03 on a Thursday morning.
This is our capital!
Well, exactly 1 year ago today, this unbelievable scene at the U.S. Capitol. A violent mob of protesters storming the Capitol building, 5 people killed. And as ABC's Ika Jachi reports, people all across the country will remembering the lives lost later today.
This morning, a tale of 2 days. In the weeks after the attack, the Capitol complex was outfitted with armored military vehicles, tall fences, and barbed wire. This time, a more ordinary approach. The temporary fencing that circled the Capitol has not returned. The FBI currently does not have any information about a credible threat. Still, Capitol Police says they'll be ready this time if anything does happen, claiming the department has improved.
The events of January 6th did expose critical departmental failures and deficiencies with operational planning, intelligence, staffing, training, and equipment.
Today, Democratic lawmakers will host several events commemorating that deadly day. Most Republicans expected to be absent. President Biden also expected to speak.
I would expect that President Biden will lay out the significance of what happened at the Capitol and the singular responsibility President Trump has for the chaos and carnage that we saw.
A new ABC News Ipsos poll says 72% of Americans believe those involved were threatening democracy.
Make no mistake, our democracy was on the brink of catastrophe that day.
As for justice, it continues. According to George Washington University, 705 cases have been filed against those related to the attack, and almost 80% were charged in part using evidence from social media accounts. In a rare speech, Attorney General Merrick Garland said the Justice Department will continue to prosecute any and all cases related to the attack.
Whether they were present that day or were otherwise criminally responsible for the assault on our democracy, we will follow the facts wherever they lead.
Now, back to that ABC News Ipsos poll, 58% of Americans feel former President Donald Trump bears a great deal or a good amount of responsibility. Ika Jachi, ABC News, Capitol Hill.
All new this morning, insight into this wild moment out on the field. Former Tampa Bay Buccaneer Antonio Brown says he left this week's game right in the middle of the game in the third quarter after he was fired for refusing to play while injured.
Very odd situation. Antonio Brown boiled over, very upset on the sideline, tossed his shoulder pads, stripped off his shirt and glove, threw those into the crowd, then ran across the field while the teams were still on the field, giving the crowd a peace out sign.
Acknowledges the two spoke before Brown left the field, but has denied knowing about the injury. He says Buccaneers management discussing how to remove Brown from the team formally. Well, new this morning, a father is behind bars charged in connection with the disappearance of his 7-year-old daughter. Police in New Hampshire say Harmony hasn't been seen since 2019, but she was only reported missing just a few days ago. Investigators say Adam Montgomery faces several charges, including second-degree felony assault and 2 counts of endangering the welfare of a child. Prosecutors say he hit 7-year-old Harmony back in July 2019, only months before she went missing. Well, right now, classroom return refusal. A group of teachers in Chicago saying because of the recent COVID case surge, it's simply not safe. Chicago's teachers union voted to move to virtual learning because of lack of testing and the city's lack of having a safety plan. School officials and the city's mayor against that decision. They say keeping kids out of school is harmful. The teachers say it's a simple question of safety.
Don't keep using us as sacrificial lambs, saying that it's safe to be in schools. It's not. This is not a strike. Please don't have the parents out here thinking that we are against their children, because we're not.
In Boston, the school district superintendent stepped in to teach 4th grade due to staffing shortages. The U.S. Education Secretary insisted overnight that in-person learning is safe. A CDC vaccine advisory committee voted yesterday to recommend kids ages 12 to 17 get the Pfizer COVID booster. They suggest waiting 5 months after the first series of vaccines.
I want to bring my kid back and tell him this is what I did. I want to leave my mark. I just don't want to be another University of Georgia player.
Of course, that's Savannah's Nolan Smith, and coming up Monday night, he and his Georgia teammates will meet Alabama in the college football playoff national championship game in Indianapolis. And boy, what a journey it's been for Nolan, from growing up in the hostess city to playing on one of the biggest stages in all of sports.
This is my city. This is the same field that I even played on when I was a little boy. And even though now it's pretty and turfed up now, it's the same field, the same Savannah, City of Savannah logo. So it's really nothing much to it. I just wanted to do it here. This is my city. This is our community.
It's that Savannah community, like many around the Peach State, cheering on the Georgia Bulldogs as they prepare to play for the national championship. Nolan Smith will be proudly representing the 912 as he takes the field in Indianapolis.
It's a one-game season. You know, what we did before, congratulations, and what we did before, again, you know, it's not that bad. We can learn from all our mistakes, but it's new life, you know. It's one game. A lot of guys are just ready to work, and we're happy that we have this opportunity. You know, a lot of people, I watched Georgia football for a long time, and a lot of people didn't get this opportunity that we had, and now that we have it, we have to seize it. You know, I tell the guys every day, let's just come work and keep putting one foot in front of the other one.
It wasn't that long ago Nolan Smith was just a young pup here in Savannah. He burst onto the football radar in middle school. And then as a freshman at Calvary Day School, plays like this solidified him as a rising star. Smith would soon after transfer to IMG Academy down in Florida, but always stayed true to his coastal Georgia roots, supporting former teammates here in Savannah, even spending the offseason training on the sands of Tybee Island.
We always got to work and always got to chase our dreams and goals. Don't never give up. I'm a born and raised proud Savannah kid, and I think everybody should keep chasing their dreams, chasing their goals.
Former coach Harold Nelson, one of those who knows Nolan Smith best. Like many here in the Seaport, Nelson watching Nolan and Georgia's run to the championship game with pride.
He just always wanted to work. He always wanted to become the best. If somebody's better than him, he want to become the best.
Win or lose, the college football season ends Monday night at Lucas Oil Stadium. But for Nolan Smith, the work, well, it will continue.
And what about you? Monday night, he wins this thing, and then he comes home in a couple weeks. What you going to tell him?
congrats, let's go back to work. Just plain and simple, congrats, let's go back to work. Because like I said, he got more goals. It's just the beginning. He has more goals instilled. Like I say, he want to graduate. He want to play in the league, but he got more work to do.